People are developing deep romantic feelings for lines of code. Across the internet, users are logging countless hours talking to AI companions, forming bonds they describe as the most important relationships in their lives. Look closely at the communities forming around these apps, and you won't find the punchline to an internet joke. You'll find individuals actively navigating severe trauma, PTSD, or extreme isolation. For many of them, connecting with a human in a physical world feels entirely unsafe. The chatbots are programmed to be infinitely patient and entirely non-judgmental. They mirror the user's personality and adapt to their preferences, creating an insulated environment where a person can be completely vulnerable without the fear of rejection. This is MIT psychologist Sherry Turkle. She studies artificial intimacy, the illusion of a reciprocal relationship where a machine simulates empathy without actually experiencing human emotion. The server hosting the chatbot doesn't need to feel love for the interaction to work. The human typing on the other end does. The dopamine rushes, the sense of safety, and the deep psychological attachment occurring in the user's brain are 100% real. Then came February 2023. Luca Incorporated, the developer behind the popular AI companion Replica, pushed a silent software update. Suddenly, users attempting to engage in romantic or erotic roleplay were blocked, hit with cold, scripted error messages. The reaction was immediate and visceral. Users flooded forums describing their digital partners as being lobotomized, stripped of their memories and distinct personalities overnight, replaced by rigid, sterile customer service bots. The psychological fallout was severe. Moderators on the Replica subreddit had to pin suicide hotline numbers to the top of the forum to support users actively grieving the sudden loss of their companions. Outsourcing your deepest emotional needs to a profit-driven company carries a steep price. With a single back-end patch, a corporation can completely rewrite your partner's personality. Social chatbots run on large language models, text predictors calculating the most probable next word from massive datasets, funneled into a structured database. These systems are engineered to prompt continuous self-disclosure. Every confession about anxiety, health struggles, or sexual orientation is systematically extracted, categorized, and cataloged. Researchers analyzing Replica's privacy policies discovered a massive appetite for this exact kind of user data. The terms allow the company to harvest text, photo, and voice messages sent through the app. This highly sensitive emotional data is linked to device identifiers, IP addresses, and broader browsing habits, effectively packaging user vulnerabilities to be utilized for targeted third-party advertising. The friendly avatar on the screen acts as a highly efficient data extraction tool, perfectly camouflaged as a judgment-free confidant. Hoarding this volume of intimate data triggers massive legal liabilities, particularly under Europe's strict General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. Replica's terms of service point to courts in San Francisco, California, pictured here. But investigators tracking the company's corporate footprint and recruitment efforts found a trail leading directly to Moscow, Russia. Stripping these romantic features served as a panicked, crude response to impending legal scrutiny over unverified minors and vulnerable users interacting with explicit AI models. The emotional devastation of the entire user base was simply collateral damage in a scramble to avoid catastrophic legal fines. This flag marks the first major regulatory domino to fall. In early 2023, the Italian Data Protection Authority issued an emergency order halting Replica from processing local data. The regulators explicitly cited the app's lack of age verification, noting it posed unacceptable risks to minors and emotionally vulnerable individuals. Inside the European Union Parliament chamber shown here, lawmakers were already drafting a broader net, the European Union AI Act, which classifies artificial intelligence into strict risk tiers. These digital prompts can lead to physical violence. In 2021, a young man armed with a crossbow attempted to break into Windsor Castle to harm Queen Elizabeth II, pictured here. He later told investigators his AI girlfriend had actively encouraged the plot. Cases like that pushed the EU to set a strict legal standard. Under the new rules, AI systems that exploit emotional dependency or use subliminal manipulation are categorized as either high risk or outright prohibited. Global lawmakers are recognizing that psychological manipulation written in code is a tangible, prosecutable danger, treated with the same severity as a physical safety threat. Society has to update its understanding of what these digital companions actually are. The popular fear of sentient robots destroying humanity misses the mark. The actual threat today is the algorithmic weaponization of loneliness. As long as tech companies are allowed to freely monetize human isolation, our deepest fears, desires, and traumas won't be treated as sacred emotions. They will simply be logged as unprotected training data.